Welcome to this episode of the Smart Leaders Sell podcast. I'm Jessica Lorimer, sales coach and leadership expert, and I am really excited to dig down into today's episode. I'm at a stage where I've become recently obsessed with watching old television shows because as we draw into December and as we start getting closer to Christmas, it makes me really happy to start watching festive TV series, or basically just the festive seasons. You know, like when they do the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special or stuff like that. So this week I have been inundated with festive TV seasons and also with batch recording, so that while you guys are happily listening away, singing festive songs, hopefully, hope upon hope, I am sat on the beach somewhere in the Caribbean, very, very warm, with Sam celebrating the fact that he is actually home for Christmas. So very, very excited about this. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about this week, other than the Caribbean holiday, which you can expect me to go on about for the next, I don't know how many weeks, which I guess will be hilarious if I don't actually end up going. I'll be gutted. But bobble hats. I don't know whether anyone else has started wearing bobble hats yet, but I have finally realised that my head is getting cold. It has got to that time of year where the bobble hat, the trusty bobble hat, has come out. And this year I've managed to find a mustard bobble hat, which sounds awful, but is actually super, super warm. And the reason I say this is because when we start talking about sales, often people can say to me, but Jess, it's really hard to sell to my customers because they don't know that they have a problem. Now, every year I do this, I forget that actually my forehead and my ears get insanely cold, like not even a little bit cold. But when I'm out dog walking, it's like they are icicles attached to my face. And every year from November onwards, I'm like, oh, what do I do? And I'm literally that person, that dog walker, who is out there in, mid-November when I'm not being organised, who's like rubbing my ears with one hand at a time so I can keep one hand on the lead and one hand, on my ear. This year I've been supremely organised, so I'm feeling pretty chuffed with myself. And the bobble hat sale has saved me. The very fact I walked into the clothes shop and I saw bobble hats in October really, really saved my ear/bacon. Because obviously it's not a problem that I need to be educated on. I know that my head is going to get cold. I know that my ears will get cold. But every single year I forget to prepare early enough for it. So if you are thinking my audience needs education, also think about ways that you can make it more obvious to them that their problem is going to either continue being a problem or get to be a bigger problem over the festive period. So, what are we talking about today? Well, today we're talking about seasonal sales and what you are doing for Christmas, because we are mid-November. And no, we are early December. Here is me forgetting where we are. In the batch recording. There we go. Look at that. What a pro. But seriously, we're in December and a lot of you might be thinking, yeah, okay, I'm kind of done with the business now and I'm just going to ride it out, send out a couple more emails, make sure everyone's happy over Christmas, and I'm not anticipating making any sales. But actually, this should be your biggest month of the year because the majority of businesses do incredibly well over the festive period. There are a couple of reasons for that. One is obviously that in December, we are all used to spending money. We all want to spend money in December. We are all prepped for it. Consumerism is at its peak in this particular month of the year. But also, we like making people happy. And a lot of the things that we can do over the festive period can make other people happy or can make ourselves happy. So retailers and, other sales organizations, they play into that. And we see a lot of different strategies and techniques being employed over the festive period, some of which I'm going to walk you through today so that you can use them in your business and help you make December your best month of the year. Even if you're thinking, I've only got like 10 days left, it's fine. We've got you covered. So what are shops and retailers and sellers doing to get you to part with cash this winter? And what can you be doing to help your audience make the best buying decisions in December. The first thing is, and we see this a lot on social media, usually from companies that we've bought from before, discounts. So over the course of this year, I have experimented with a couple of different things, because this year is the last few months of this year have been upgrading in terms of appearance. So I have been doing an awful lot with hair, with makeup, with all that kind of stuff. And I've been buying a lot of stuff to test out on Facebook and Instagram and a bunch of other different places. So I'm now being retargeted by certain hair, certain beauty brands that I've already bought from this year, who are telling me, if you buy now, if you buy in December, you're going to get 35% off, or you're going to get 25% off, or here's a special discount code, or if you buy one for you, you're going to get one for your friend for free. They're selling me stocking fillers. They're telling me to tell my friends about their brands. And that's really, really powerful, because when a company gives you a discount on something, or does a buy one, get one free, so you can use one for you and one for a friend, obviously the first thing is you get something out of this deal too. And actually that appeals to a lot of people. Let's be honest, we all do like getting parcels in the post that happen to be for us. But the second thing is, if you buy something that's a stocking filler for a friend or a relative and they really like it, they've just got another customer, absolutely free. In fact, you have paid them to get another customer. So this can be really helpful if you're in the product space, or if you're in the service space, and you're thinking about ways that you want to build your audience for next year, or you want to increase your revenue for the end of this year and be attracting new clients. One of the best things you can do is to offer some kind of stocking filler, buy one, get one half price, discount code, sales strategy. Even though, and I'm going to say it here, I'm not the biggest fan of discounts and I don't discount. We're going to walk through what I'm doing in a minute, but it can be a really, really good way to get new clients bought in, really excited about your products and about your services. Now, typically it does work better in a product-based business, okay? Because it's really difficult for service-based business owners to fulfill Christmas presents for other people. You know, there are lots of different things that go into that. So if you are a service-based business owner, instead of giving a discount code, what you might want to do instead is tailor that for you so that you can give out gift vouchers and encourage people who have partners or relatives who want to support their new health venture or their new wealth venture or relationship, whatever that might look like. Encourage them to purchase gift vouchers that can be redeemed in the new year. So you're not having to do loads and loads of client fulfillment in December, but actually you are generating revenue and you know that it's something that people can redeem and that they're going to be really, really happy about. Okay. The second thing is that a lot of, and this is in the service-based industry, a lot of service-based companies or experience-based companies will sell in December and fulfill in January. So if you're somebody who is signed up to any spa for their mailing list, any hotel, anything like that, you have probably already been seeing emails that are going out saying, hey, book now and come in January. Right? So book your spa day now, come in January and get rid of those winter blues, because everybody knows that December is like the party month, and then January, you know, we have Blue Monday and all that kind of stuff, and everyone just feels like they've got nothing to do. Now, this is the strategy that I use every year for December, mainly because I spend a good portion of December with my in-laws, and it means that client fulfillment can't happen. My in-laws live in the countryside. I was going to say middle of nowhere, but that sounds really horrible and their Wi-Fi isn't great. So client fulfillment doesn't happen in my business over the December period. But what I do tend to do is sell in December. So sell an offer in December and then fulfill it in January. So for example, 2017, the December offer that we sold last year was cash creation. We offered a live round of cash creation to start in January, which is one of the best sales times of the year. And we sold that in December, generated all the revenue from it, and then everybody started in January and had a phenomenal 6-week start to 2018. This year, what we're doing is we are launching the recurring revenue revolution. I know, all the R's. We all know how to sound with alliteration. And that's launching in December. And again, what we'll be doing is selling in December giving people some gentle pre-work, because let's face it, festive period, nobody wants to be booking up over their wine and mince pies, and fulfilling in January and running an awesome recurring revenue course to help people set up the best recurring revenue offer and sell it for them. So that's what we're doing. Now, you might be able to tailor that for your business slightly differently. If you are in the health and wellness industry, for example, this is a really good time to be talking about new year, new start. So health and wellness, self-development industries, typically your industries are absolutely heaving in January. That's when people are realizing that they really want to set New Year's resolutions. They really want to change their life or their wellness in some kind of way. So actually for you, this is a really good time of year to be selling in December at an early bird price, and then potentially selling at the beginning of January, raising that rate slightly and actually fulfilling at the end of January. It gives you almost 2 months to sell out of your offers. So that can be a really, really good way to do it. If you are somebody who is thinking, okay, I know that nobody's going to want to come to the gym in December because everybody's too busy, but I know that as soon as January hits, it's going to be absolutely rammed. Take clients on now, prepare them for that fact, and then you will get better clients, better results when you're actually fulfilling, because they'll be super self-aware about it and they'll have managed to snag early bird discounts as well. The next thing to think about when it comes to seasonal selling is actually tradition. So people are really traditional. We do things at certain times of the year because we've always done it. And if we look at Christmas, it is really no different. This is a season of tradition, okay? Shops are going to be cashing in on this massively. They're going to be selling traditional Christmas food. Yay, pigs in blankets. I'm so excited. But also they'll be selling out on things that they might not usually have such a demand for. So supermarkets typically sell out of, Christmas vegetables, roast potatoes. If you've ever been to a Tesco on the 24th of December, which last year I did actually make that mistake, you will know it's full of angry shoppers who are just desperately trying to ram sprouts and swede and all that kind of stuff in their trolley. But for the rest of the year, they're actually not trying to do that because, let's face it, sprouts are hideous. Not sure if any of my poddies actually enjoy sprouts, but if you do, I don't get it. Like, they're a thing that I do not understand. I don't understand how it's possible to grow such an awful vegetable. Every year my mum tells me, even now, she's like, they're just baby cabbages. And I'm like, no, cabbage has never tasted that foul. But needless to say, supermarkets are running out of them. And people are buying sprouts like they're going out of fashion. Shops are cashing in on things like baubles, decorations, tinsel, Santa outfits, party dresses, festive food, lots and lots of different things that we only buy really at this time of year. There is no other time of year that has such a high demand for these kinds of items. So start thinking about your business and what does it actually bring to this season? What changes in your business with this season? So we go back to the health and fitness example, for example. That was too many examples in one sentence. But if we go back to health and fitness, a lot of people worry in December about fitting into little black dresses. Okay, so you might decide to do a little black dress 10-day detox or something. If you are somebody who is working in the B2B space, you might be focusing on what happens in 2019. How has somebody's 2018 gone? And what do they want to achieve in 2019? How can you leverage that to help them make better decisions, set bigger goals, or help them hit bigger targets? If you are in the relationship space, you might find that people go to a load of Christmas parties. I used to do this when I was single, and I would sit and I would be really, really frustrated, about the amount of people that would ask me, are you okay? Because apparently being single is like some kind of weird disease at Christmas parties. But also people who go, oh, when are you going to get a boyfriend? And I'd literally sit there like scrolling through Plenty of Fish being like, whenever a decent man arrives, of which I'm fully aware that there are many of you. It's just that it took me quite a long time to find one. So I had to work on that a lot. So start thinking about what is it about your business that changes with the season? Or more importantly, what is it about your customer's problem that changes with the season? Do they worry about fitting into that little black dress because of Christmas? Because people are naturally going to expect to see them in lycra and spandex. Do they worry more about being single because people are going to start asking the question, or they're going to have to watch those really gushy adverts on television where everyone proposes on Christmas Day? Is it that they really want to have an awesome year in 2019 and they really don't want to make some of the mistakes that they made in their businesses this year? These are the things that you want to be talking to your audience about and using to help you help your audience make the best decisions for them. Because think about it, if you're not talking to them about these things, if you're not talking to them about how their life could change in 2019, or how their business could change, or how their health could change, and you're not talking to them about the problems that they're currently facing, they're going to be looking for somebody else. And that person may not be as qualified as you, they might not be as good at getting results as you are, but they will be taking the revenue and they will be taking the market share. So if you don't want your audience to get burnt this Christmas, and if you do want to put some extra revenue in your pocket, then please do not miss out. Do not get complacent and think Christmas is over, like December is dead. Instead, be looking at, what can I do this season? How can I help my audience better in 2019? And what can I sell for the rest of this year? I am super excited. It is December. I've got my baubles. I'm surrounded by baubles and my Christmas tree, which is surprisingly large, actually. And I'm very excited for Friday's guest, who is an extra special guest. Super excited about this Friday. And then we've only got a couple more episodes until Christmas. And actually, we have an episode, because we are Monday and Friday podders, we have an episode on Christmas Eve. Check that out. Dedication. # yay for batched recording, right? But seriously, have an awesome week. If you have any questions, make sure you hop into the Facebook group and get some great ideas on how you can really ramp up your sales process this Christmas without adding a ton of extra work and effort to your plate. I'll see you in Friday's episode. We are in full Christmas swing and I'm very excited and hoping for snow. Have an awesome week and I'll see you soon.